Sir, we are live now and we would be starting.
Okay.
Okay. So, very good afternoon. Namaste and a warm welcome to all or all the participants who have joined the session of BIT Varda. I am Sandesh Jain, the convener of BIT ISC, and I feel privileged to welcome you all on behalf of ISC to the guest lecture on the process of innovation by Mr. Sagar Kabra, who is heading CSR at Natarajan Education Society, Pune. I would like to thank our principal, Dr. Honorable Dr. Narendra Kane sir, and our management for allowing us to establish the Institute Innovation Council and conduct activities for the overall development of students for imbibing the culture of innovation amongst them. I would also like to welcome I would like to welcome our resource person, Mr. Sagar Kabra sir, for gracing this occasion. I would also like to welcome our BIT ISC President, Dr. S.M. Mahajan sir, for joining the meeting. I would also like to welcome our Vice President, BIT ISC, and our Innovation Coordinator, Dr. Jayesh Ruikar sir, all other office bearers of BIT ISC, student coordinators, and all my dear participants. In 2018, Ministry of Education launched an Institute Innovation Council program in collaboration with AICT for higher education institutions to systematically foster the culture of innovation in education institutions. Primarily, the role of ISC is to engage large number of faculties, students, staffs in various innovation-related activities such as ideation, problem solving, proof of concept development, design thinking, IPR, project handling, management, and then incubation and pre-incubation stage, so that the innovation culture gets established and stabilized in higher institutions. Okay, so the Institute Innovation Council at Institute is a unique model based on hub spoke and coherence approach to align with the innovation. So today we are fortunate to have esteemed guest of honor, Mr. Sagar Kapre sir, present with us, and thank him for sharing his invaluable knowledge about the process of innovation with our students. So before that, I would request Dr. S.M. Mahajan sir, President BIT ISC, to address the audience and gave his presidential address.
Uh, Very thankful to Professor Jain. First of all, I welcome Mr. Sagar Kabra for accepting our invitation for joining us to guide our students in understanding the process of innovation. The word innovation is derived from a Latin verb innovare, which means to renew. In essence, the word has retained its meaning up until today. Innovation means to improve or to replace something. For example, a process, a product, or a service. Innovation is a process by which a domain, a product, or a service is renewed and brought up to date by applying new process, introducing new techniques, or establishing successful ideas to create new value. Innovation requires a higher degree of creativity than the operative business and a clear innovation strategy, especially in the place of the so-called fuzzy front end of innovation. Innovation requires more creativity and more willingness to take risks than the implementation of a typical project. To successfully realize innovation project, a different mindset is needed for that. Innovation is a doorway to progress in any field. It is very difficult to live in the modern world without innovation. An innovation process is a method that divides the uncertainties within the innovation project into clearly subdivided steps and decision point to drive development forward efficiently. We want our student to be thinker and creator. We know that many students of our college are creative and hardworking. We can see their hard work in the fact that 9 teams of our college participated in a grand final, highest in India for any engineering college, and one team winning a prize of 1 lakh rupees in national level Smart India Hackathon 2020. I congratulate ISC team members for playing instrumental role in that. Sir, I am definitely sure that your expertise in innovation and guiding and mentoring students will surely help our students in the process of innovation. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Kabra.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mahajan sir. I would like to introduce our guest of honor, Mr. Sagar Kabra sir, with all the participants. So, Sagar Kabra sir is an educator, a social entrepreneur, and a development sector professional with dedicated experience of more than 10 years, passionately driven towards the field of science, education, skill development, innovation, sustainability, environment, climate action, women empowerment, and rural development. He is raised in an environment inspired by Mahatma Gandhi and Vinoba Bhave's philosophy, guided by freedom fighters led Sri Nandalal Kabra, Sri Sundarlal Bahuguna, and Sri Thakurdas Bham. He started his career as a biotechnologist at a reputed firm, and he left a glittery corporate job to chase a dedicated passion to serve in the social sector to uplift underprivileged and deprived sector. The integral part of his life is defining project as a science educator at the Science Express, an initiative started by Government of India and Max Planck Society, Germany, listed in Limca Book of World Records. He traveled the length and breadth of India on rail for an year, got rich and diversified exposure to the school education system in India, reaching out to 4.2 million students and educators across 13,000 schools covering all the states of India. Sagar, sir, is working with a vision to develop a scientific and innovative temperament among the young minds, support and deprived sections, especially a woman, to lead a dignified life. And he wants to bridge urban rural competency gap and capacity building and upskilling a million youth through tech driven solutions. So I am 100% sure that this session will definitely inspire us to innovate more and to take us through the journey of process of innovation. I request Mr. Kabra sir to address the gathering. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thanks a lot, Mr. Jain sir, for this introduction. Thanks a lot, Jayesh sir, for giving me this opportunity for coming to me with this wonderful opportunity. And thank you, Dr. S. M. Mahajan sir, for setting up this wonderful opportunity for me to interact with the BIT Institute, Bajaj Institute of Technology, Varda, and the students at VIT. And through this, I think definitely we will be looking into the future, because future of work, as you all know, as we all know, that we have witnessed in past 8 months, we have been going and we have been adapting very vigorously with the technology. So technology is the future, and to drive the technology we need innovation, and to drive the innovation, to bring the innovation, we definitely need good innovative minds. And definitely I am here with you all uh, to just help or ignite few brains who may lead to a great innovations indeed, to make our India proud, take back to its glory days. So thanks a lot, sir, and I'll start uh, today's session. So first of
Yes,
all, very happy Makar Sankranti to everyone. This is very nice day, and let's begin. Okay, so is the slide visible?
yes, sir.
I hope this is visible.
Yes, sir. The slides are visible.
Okay, 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 fine. So okay, so I welcome you all to this innovation workshop, uh, which is conducted under the Bajaj Institute of Technology, Varda premise. by Natarajan Education Society and initiative. So going forward, let me have an opportunity. Let me take this as an opportunity to introduce our organization, who is very much working in the field of technology based skills development and educational solution. So ours is a non-for-profit organization, NGO, which was started in 2012 by Dr. Ganesh Natarajan, who is executive chairman, founder of IF World, who has been a chairman of NASCOM, uh, and also he holds right now he is positioned as a director at State Bank of India. So NES, we work in three areas. That is, one is our vision mission is employable Bharat, identification and support of innovation, using innovative pedagogy and technology for skilling. So our innovation council or the mentors are Dr. Uma Ganesh, who is co-founder of IF World, NES, and chairperson of Global Talent Track. Dr. Ganesh Natarajan, who is again the founder of IF World, NES, and Pune City Connect. And we all know, we are very much fascinated by the name. All the scientists or innovators are very much fascinated by the name of Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar. So yes, we have a very robust team of very great mentoring team of a persons, of a people, of a legends who are really driving innovations right from the like industrial revolution 3, which happened or which is happening from since 1969. So definitely now, starting with our today's session, let me begin with the quote, or let me begin with remembering two great innovators. One is late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, who said that innovation is born out of the cultural excellence. This excellence is processed when an individual or a nation contrives to fulfill the dream with calculated risk. Dr. Mashelkar says that I in India should stand for innovation, and an innovator is one who does not know it cannot be undone. So, see, innovation is not a process which has just begun. It has been with us throughout the evolution, throughout the evolution of a human, throughout the evolution of a mankind, right from the Stone Age till today, the Homo sapiens sapiens, the wiser man we are. So, yes, what has driven us? Definitely innovation is that point which has driven us to come to develop or to be a wiser among the millions of other species on our planet earth, and that is what makes us very unique in terms of if we compare with any other species, living species. Definitely this is what makes us unique, our intellectual ability, our ability to think, our ability to make the things possible, our ability to make the life easy with a futuristic approach. Okay, so let us start with what is innovation and who is innovator. So, see, usually my experience with students or the faculties or uh, in general, I would say a demography of a young innovative minds is like they are being taught as what is innovation, only the definition they know, but they do not know the basis of innovation, how innovation came into being, how it became our integral part, and how it will drive our future, it will help us to make sure that we have enough of capabilities to cope up with the upcoming challenges what nature or some other are created man-made uh, issues are bringing us up to. So let us begin with what is innovation and who is innovator. So innovation is just about putting new ideas or approach into action in a very simplified way. It's just making or taking a new ideas, making it into an actionable mode. Okay, so that's the innovation in a simple way. So it can also be described as the commercially successful exploitation of ideas. Now, see, we have ideas, we have creativity, we have thoughts, but definitely somewhere in the world or somewhere in your life, you might have thought that, "Arey yaar, ye hamare ghar ke paas mein, there are so many potholes. If I could innovate such kind of a tar or such kind of a road, which will never in life, like at least 100 years, it will have such kind of, it will develop a pothole, something sort of that." So definitely there are n number of thoughts which are coming, but the only thing which we are not focusing upon is as a innovator, as a educator, or as a academician, how well are we very much serious about our thoughts or our ideas, you know? So this is one thing which I think we definitely should think upon, we should reflect upon, that what is that, like, we see unemployment rising day by day, day by day, day by day. Okay, we are more focused upon getting work or working in some other good company, big shot companies like Google, Microsoft, or any sort of a companies, getting placed there is our ambition. But there are only hardly 2-3% of such candidates who definitely bank upon their ideas and they come up with such solutions or innovations, or they take their final year projects very seriously. And yes, definitely they commercialize it, and then they become a sort of a company or a startup, what we call right now, who employs some other individuals, few other individuals, or they are employing, like being an employer or being an employee to making others employable, or taking them within our ecosystem and thriving just because of an idea. Okay, so that is innovation. In other words, uh, like, it is more than just having a good idea. Okay, it's also about turning new ideas or concepts into something that will create a value, which will be commercial, social, or organizational. That means our innovation should be sustainable, like considering the future but meeting the needs and requirement right now. So in short, innovation is a profitable implementation of ideas. So here you go, like, if you have any good idea, if you have any projects, so yes, definitely bank upon it. And in upcoming session, I'll also try to explain you how to calculate, or how to, there is a matrix which I have developed, and I'll let you know that how you can evaluate your ideas, whether it can help you to transform or help you to make it implementable or commercialize. Okay, so now coming to innovators which drive innovations. So innovators innovate, they do innovate. Okay, simple thing. Okay, so that is, they create new ideas or way of doing things. So some innovators generate ideas, others bring those ideas into reality, while there are others who advocate, leaders, or are the champions of these ideas. Okay, so see, there are different types of innovators. I mean to say through this is, like, one who has something in his or her mind. Okay, and there is someone who is really making that thing possible. So everyone might have seen a movie called Three Idiots. Okay, so there is, everyone is a Funsuk Bangdu, but only thing is that there are certain things which definitely you should bank upon yourself, you should have a confidence upon yourself, that definitely, if I have this idea, let me think upon it from a commercial point of view, which will make myself uh, a creator of my own startup, which will help others to get employed into my ecosystem. Okay, so when you think of it in this way, you might realize that you are innovative after all. Okay, so everyone has idea. I don't think there will be anyone like uh, uh, present over here who might not have an idea to do the things. Now coming to the traits and types. Okay, so this is also an interesting thing, like, what innovators, like, what are the characteristics of innovators, or what traits or types of innovators can we see? Okay, so I'll describe this one by one, and you can reflect upon yourself if you are one among it, or you have the traits, one or more traits, or two or more traits into it. So just reflect and reflect. So empathetic, definitely one should be very much empathetic towards, like, the first characteristic why I have put empathy is, like, you should definitely know why you are innovating, for whom you are innovating. Unless and until you know the purpose behind that, you won't be succeeding at all. Second trait is problem finders. So yes, definitely you should know what exactly the problem is. Okay, so when you are doing your fourth year or any sort of final year project or any project, so unless and until you have a problem, you identify a problem, you do not start immediately working upon it. Okay, so you need to have that sort of a clarity in your mind, that what is the issue which I am addressing. Okay, so there are these people whom you might have come across with, like, they always keep asking, अरे यार ये तो गवर्नमेंट तो ऐसा ही है, ये लोग तो ऐसे ही है, ये ऐसा ही चलता है, system kharab hai, everything, this technology is bad, now this WhatsApp wala thing. Okay, so see, unless and until you find problems, you won't be able to create an idea and also work upon that. Okay, third is risk takers, very important. So there is a difference between enterprise and entrepreneur. Enterprise is just like कि okay मुझे शुरुआत करना था कुछ business का, so I have started. Entrepreneur is one who looks or who thinks in a different way, a different angle or different dimension, or takes abilities, who has an ability. Because see, ultimately you all will end up having a good job after a placement, but there will be hardly such candidate who will stick in like, okay, I'll stay back for a year, I'll explore within my ideas, I'll try to see if I have idea, I'll try to get network. So next is the networking. So you should also like, it is very much necessary to have a good networking within yourself, within your uh, ecosystem, who are like-minded, who will be working with you as an entrepreneurial journey in your entrepreneurial journey towards innovative path. So risk takers and networking are two things which I put it together. Fifth is observant. Observation and observation is one thing uh, which will definitely help you to find problems. So it is directly, you can link it with the problem finder. So the moment you have you are a good observer, you will definitely find, you will have two ways to look at certain things. One is, you will definitely look out for a problem, and at the same time you will definitely look out, or your brain will trickle to find out the solutions for it. Okay, so being observer is the fifth trait or characteristics. Sixth is creator. Yeah, definitely. Once you have this empathy, problem finder, risk taking ability, networking, and you are a good observer, so definitely next step is creators. Okay, create. Unless and until you have that creativity, you won't be able to give a meaningful or making it to a fruition. Okay. Seventh is resilience. Okay, yes, resilience and reflectiveness, I'll put it in the same column or same bracket. Reason is because unless and until you fail, you won't be able to find a successful way to do the things. Okay, so there is one great scientist who developed a bulb, who said that, okay, this was the eureka moment for me, like I'm putting in my own words. So this was a eureka moment for that candidate. But uh, someone asked him that, so you have failed a thousand, sorry, 100 times, and then you succeeded. So he said ki, yes, definitely I reflected and I got 99 ways not to success and one way to succeed it. Okay, so you can in different way, you can also find you can also think in that way, that Avengers, I mean, you might have watched that movie Avengers. Okay, so there is, what that Doctor Strange does is, there he reflects, and there is only one chance. Okay, there are n number of chances to fail, but there is only one chance which they are banking upon. They are collectively networking, they are thinking, and they are coming up with a solution to it. So these are the traits. So before we enter into the innovations and other processes, so let us get into the history of it. So innovations, yes, definitely it has been around us forever, right from the Stone Age, prehistoric age. Okay, so Homo erectus. So here you can see the fire. Okay, so invention of fire, which we banked upon, and right now we have, like, we can cook that Homo erectus. It, this invention, can you imagine this invention, or this discovery was discovered 1.9 million years ago. Okay, and we are banking upon these innovation, these fundamental innovation, these fundamental findings throughout our innovative process, or throughout from evolution from Homo erectus to Homo sapiens sapiens. Okay, so it has been very integral part of our life, coping with the change and turning change into one's advantage. Okay, so innovation has been happening in all historic periods, in all the cultures. So industrial revolution, let us talk about industrial revolution, which accelerated the pace of innovation and making its value and techniques more tangible. Okay, now first industrial revolution, it happened in 1869, uh, uh, in sorry 17th century, the second in 18th century, third and fourth, like we are into industrial revolution 4.0. Okay, so first industrial revolution, 1769, second 1859, third was like very recent in 1969, and this is the fourth industrial revolution which we are living. Okay, so what has triggered our innovative mindset is the fire, and then the wheel, then the pulley, then the mobility, and then came the innovation of aeroplanes, and now we have internet. Okay, so internet which is driving us or our future into the next level of what we are looking. Okay, so our past and now our present. So leading towards innovation, the very basics. Okay, we know, like we are very much keen in calling ourselves innovator. I am an innovator, I innovated this thing. But there should be a very proper understanding between a creativity, invention and innovation. Okay, so let us compare these, let us take it in one by one fashion. So what is creativity? Okay, so the creativity is act of turning new imaginative ideas into reality. It is simple. So you are very much creative by means that you can think upon such creative ideas. You can definitely like very instantly you can say that अरे यार ऐसा नहीं ऐसा हो सकता है, मैं ऐसे सोचूंगा, ऐसा समझो कि फ्यूचर में I'll be driving my bike on air. Okay, so anything sort of that, that's a creativity. But what is invention? Invention is nothing but physical creation of a new concept or ideas. Okay, so that is a very a difference. A thread difference is, one, you have an idea, second, you have the physical creation of an idea, that is a prototype. Okay, third is the innovation. So innovation, what is innovation? It's a successful exploitation of new ideas, that is turning an invention into a commercial success. Okay, so let us once again take a look at it, like how this like how your idea is transformed into innovation. Scaling up, what I would say, first is, it begins in your head, it starts with your hand, and then uh, how you innovate, like making it possible through exploitation, like commercial exploitation of this invention or the prototype which you have made. For example, uh, in your final years you have a project, you prepare a prototype. Okay, so there is some creativity, creative discussions happening within your group. You come up with an idea, then against that you work for 6 7 months or maybe an year to create a prototype on that. So that is where you are, like you are right now an inventor, you have created a prototype. But you need to take it up to a next level to be an innovator. That is, you need to successfully exploit these ideas, you need to find a commercial aspect, or you need to convert these ideas into a business solution. Okay, so creativity is again a fuzzy idea and can't be clarified until it is made into a prototype. So it can be a random idea which may be popping up into your mind. So okay, for example, यार मुझे एलियन से बात करना है, it's a creativity, it's a thought which has come into your mind. Invention is, I would say, recently in China there is one big huge telescope uh, uh, laid upon. Okay, so that thing is invention. And what is innovation? Using that particular satellite, a massive satellite, GMRT. So using that, helping other nations, or just you banking upon that, and helping other nations to take the data out of it. Okay, so that is the innovation, I would say. So creativity is based upon thinking of new things. Invention is based on a primary scientific skills, and innovation is based on the broad strategy and marketing technical skills. So let us see the skill levels involved into it. Creativity doesn't require that tough set of skills. Okay, it what it requires is, you should have a great productive mind. Invention, requires a skill set, that is primary scientific skill set, which you already are having or you are exploring on your own. And innovation is having one level up. Okay, so strategy, marketing, and the other technical skills like customer orientation, market innovation, market strategizing, and all. So creativity is ideas. Okay, so invention is creating an idea out of a cache, and innovation is creating a cache out of an idea. Okay, so this is very crucial thing, wherein everyone of you or everyone present over here is very much interested in encashing uh, very quickly. Okay, so you want to become a millionaire or a billionaire, you might be having certain dreams to have your own vehicles, cars, and all, but the only thing is you are unable to process it in a way that okay, in next 5 years where will I be, how much of the money will I have within myself, within my pocket, with my pocket, or with how much bank balance will it have, will I have. So many of you may land up into a very I would say a conventional way that is getting placed. Few of them who really want to earn big should really encash their ideas. Okay, so I'm really hoping that many students among the Bajaj Institute of Technology would be able to bank upon these ideas, will be able to encash these kind of an ideas and build their own dreams. Okay, chase their own dreams. So creativity is creating an idea, invention is creating a prototype, and innovation is a commercialized invention. That is the simple thing. Okay. Now let us see a case study, a very interesting case study which you may have used in your life. That is the case of Uber. Okay. So Uber is an app, a commuting app. So see, Uber doesn't have any sort of assets. Okay, they only have is their online presence. Okay, so in case of Uber, creativity was necessary in producing the concept of ride sharing and of making driving jobs accessible to any individual. It came up with a very simple idea like, यार मेरे पास में कार नहीं, but there are so many people who have cars, or who are doing this kind of a business like traveling, taking a person from place to place B. So why not to use this thing? And will it be possible that I can rent a car on my own? I can rent a car to travel from place A to place B without having spending lakhs of rupees. So yes, definitely it was a good idea. So how it became an invention is Uber channeled this invention into a solid working business model based upon the ideas they formed in the creation stage. Okay. Third is how it became a innovation. Okay, it's commercial exploitation of an idea. What we are thinking, what we are talking about is, so Uber has achieved a application, like it has developed an application which I would say it's a innovation. Okay, so this is a product which is used all over the world and it is benefiting people everywhere. Okay, so I need not, like in future if I see there are traffic jams and also I can definitely carpool. Okay, so I need not to have my own vehicle to travel from place A to place B. Why should I do that? Okay, so what to learn from Uber case study? Innovation cannot happen without creativity or invention. Neither creativity nor invention is useful in a business if not properly executed. Okay. Second is as that it is very clearly seen that all three steps are crucial in order to create a profitable business. है ना? So while we are thinking about innovation, we cannot exclude the first two things, that is creativity and invention. है ना? So these are very crucial steps. So Uber achieved this innovation through creative ideas, a profitable business plan, and widespread marketing, all of which allowed the product to completely change the car sharing industry. So all these three steps are very much necessary, and that will allow you to create, commercialize your product, and make your business grow and succeed. Okay, so these three steps, what we are talking, is nothing but a process to innovate. है ना? So yes, why there is a need to innovate? Why you should have that thinking? Like if you are very much interested in looking into innovative aspects of whatever you are doing right now, so you should definitely look into the future of work, the future of skills. So there is one interesting study which McKinsey Institute has come up with, is that it has said that the 20% of industry which is technologically driven will have 70% of job losses. 70% of people will get unemployed, okay, in upcoming future, in upcoming 20-30 years. So which is a huge concern for us. So there is very much need to innovate. Okay, why? For economic growth, each and every country is striving hard to grow. There are GDP that they are measuring it with the GDP, and also GDP is a big thing right now what we are thinking. So definitely for economic growth, not only for country, for society, but considering the individual aspects. Okay, for progression of human well-being, we cannot stay stagnated at one place, okay, the same single place for long time. Okay, we need to progress. So human, what makes human different from other species is the another this another this another aspect, that is progression. Okay, a progressive mindset. Third is for competitive advantage. Definitely, if you start uh, making or banking upon your business ideas, or banking upon your innovative solutions to make it into a business plan, so you will need to have a market survey, a robust market survey. That market survey will help you to know the competitive market, the competitors, you know, and see there are n number of. I'll give you a classic example. Okay, for innovation. So in like 10 to 15 years back, we had a mobile company called Nokia. So we now have, but still that was the company which was very much popular, and it was very much renowned for the kind of a handsets which it used to make. Do you know why this Nokia failed? So it failed because it didn't look into a competitiveness of what the Android was bringing into it. Okay, it was more into a Symbian and the other things what it was doing or innovating in one single fashion, and said that okay, we won't innovate, we don't require, because we already have a brand. Okay, herein comes Android, and you know the revolution which it has brought into the entire communication, telecommunication, is like it has changed. It has directly changed something. Like Samsung was not at all closer to, or Apple was not at all closer to Nokia 10 to 15 years back. But right now we have Samsung, we have Apple, we have MI or the other products which are very, they accepted the change. Okay, so that's the reason why they are into a market, and like they are progressing or flourishing, they are innovating. Okay, so that's the reason. What I'm trying to say is competitive advantage is definitely that which you should look after while jotting down the ideas or the inventions or making it or upscaling it. Okay. Second, the fourth thing is because cost cutting is not enough anymore. Definitely, see, I have a mobile which is like same features, almost same features. MI is giving me a mobile at cheaper rate, like say like 15,000, but there is another company, OnePlus, which is giving a mobile at 30,000. There is the another company, Apple, which is giving offering me a mobile at 70, minimum 70 to 80,000 prices. So as a customer, it is very much easy for me to spend less bucks, get myself a new sort of a phone. But why the mobile phones, Apple mobile phones, which cost more than 80,000, are well, they are very much used, or they are very much considered as a status symbol. The reason is because they have been innovated, or they have been upgraded in a better way to provide a very good user experience to their customers. So definitely cost cutting is definitely not at all the concern right now. Everyone is having a good amount of money. The only thing is innovation. Okay, So why are these companies bringing new and new updates or products year after year? It's the same thing, because you have to, if you are a good innovator, you will definitely look into future. What do I have in future, okay, for my customers? So that's the thing. So desire for higher business revenues. So that's very clear that if you successfully convert your innovation into a business model, then you will look after having bigger and the bigger the business revenues or business outcomes. For more constant flow of innovation, yes, innovation drives another innovation, okay. For business survival, definitely this I can link with directly with the business survival as well, the competitive advantage and the innovation. So yes, there is a huge need to innovate, to upgrade ourselves, to upgrade our lives. Okay. So examples how inventions turned into innovations. A classic example: invention of wheel in 3500 BC, and now we have a car, a mobile car, which which is clocking say 500 around 500 kilometers per hour of speed. Okay, so it has really transformed our ease of transport, from one place A to place B. So we are not like right now we are in a position like recently yesterday we had news that how these innovations are triggering. Like right now we have a Tesla coming into India and setting up their office at Bangalore. Okay, so it's Tesla, as you all may be knowing, that this is a 100% electricity driven automation. So yes, these are the innovation, this is our future. So they said herein comes the sustainability aspect. Okay, now the chips. Okay, earlier if you might like you may Google for pictures of computers. Okay, the computers which the early computers. Okay, so it used to fit a entire room space. Okay, but right now, due to the innovations, we now have a small chip. Okay, so there is one microcomputer which is hardly a square inch. Okay, so this is the innovation which we are looking forward. This is and it is more fast processing. Okay, so laser is another invention. Okay, laser lights. So for example, I would give is laser is nowadays used in medical interventions. Okay, so it is more getting used into like for surgeries, non-invasive surgeries or less invasive surgeries, and the desk check printers, which used to take a longer time, like say for a minute to print 1 or 2 pages. We have laser printers which will give you within 2 to 3 seconds of time. Okay, so lightning evolution, uh, bonfire to torch, torch to lamp, lamp to candle, candle to kerosene lamp to Edison lamp to incandescent, incandescent to CFL, CFL to LED, and now coming to future we have lasers. Okay, so this is just a thing that is I have taken an example is light. Okay, how light has triggered uh, the innovations in and around it is very much visible through this example. So types of technology innovations. Okay, so we will be more focusing upon the technological aspects of innovation. So there are four types: product or service innovation, process innovation, marketing innovation, and business model innovation. Okay, so let us have a look at one by one. So types of technology innovation. First one is product or service innovation. So it is nothing but developing a new product or servicing which will enhance the existing products or service and technological innovations. So it is very much simple that you upgrade your products. Okay, so if I have say one plus two, 1 plus 3, 1 plus 4, now I have a Note 10. Okay, so this is the product innovation. So what drives product innovation or service innovation is the feedback from the customers and the need of the future. It drives it works around this periphery. Okay, so I have given here an example of fire. Okay, so from a fire to a LED bulb. है ना. So unless and until one would have thought, like a guy like an Edison would have thought that, okay, like let me use what Tesla has done, let me use the electricity, and let me use that to ignite the houses. Okay, so yes, he failed, but ultimately he succeeded, and we now have the LEDs which are very effective and have a good lumen. Okay. Second is a process innovation. Okay, applying an innovative approach to improve the operational processes. So, like, see, in earlier days, or like down the line, I would say 10 to 15 years back, what we used to do, if we have to book a ticket, we used to go to railway station or a bus stand, book a ticket, come home, and then like we used to have so much things into our mind कि अरे यार मुझे थोड़ा सा छुट्टी लेना पड़ेगा या हाफ डे लेना पड़ेगा, मुझे ये टिकट बुक करना है, दिस एंड दैट एंड XYZ. But right now, like, and also standing in the queues and all, we used to have that difficulties. So now what came? So machine learning or IoT or the internet has really driven this change or the process of innovation in the way we used to book ticket, or the way we used to travel. So you might have booked a ticket on a red bus or a IRCTC app, or like anywhere, any e-ticketing website. So it is that easy, like hardly within a minute you can book a ticket from place A to place B, sitting wherever you are with a good network connectivity. Okay. So second classic example is banks. So I remember there used to be a time when one had to go to a bank, like standing in a queues, waiting for waiting to know, even if one had to know the balance. Okay, one had to deposit a check, one had to deposit a money into some other accounts and all. But right now the banking, due to the ATM or even due to the e-banking, e-net banking, it has been made very much possible. And we have these this thing like payment apps, say Google Pay, Phone Pay, or a Paytm, which has made our lives easy, payment easy. And we now require, like, there is entirely no need to take the wallet with us, or to carry a wallet with us, unless and until we know that the place where we are going has a good internet connectivity, and the provider is also having the provision to do the online banking. Third is marketing innovation. So it's about taking your products to market and promote your offerings. Okay. So one very classic example which I would like to mention here is the way movies are marketed today. Okay. So the branding it has become a big branding, or campaigning has become, or a promotional event has become a big gaga of this Bollywood town, or rather it has really changed the way we used to market earlier. Okay. So earlier, when there used to be a movie getting released, so 1 month before that, a painter used to be called. He used to be briefed about the actor, actress, and the theme of that. Painter used to paint it, and then the placard or the hoarding used to get installed at the movie theater or cinema or some prominent locations. Okay. But what has changed is this digitalization has definitely changed the marketing strategies. Okay, it has brought the world very closer. Now you have the promotional events, now you have the teasers and the other things going, which attracts you more and more, which creates a hype around that particular thing. So yes, definitely this is a marketing innovation. And unless and until you market your product well, considering the need or meeting the need and requirement of the customer, you won't be able to succeed in this, or you won't be able to strive for a longer period of time. Okay. The fourth one is a business model innovation. Yes, definitely. Like, कभी भी ऐसा कहीं किसी ने सोचा नहीं होगा कि मेरा कोई असेट नहीं होगा दुनिया में और आई ड्राइव अ बिजनेस, है ना. So now these कंपनीज, आई नेम इट, एंड जस्ट लेट मी नो कि किसी का कुछ बहुत बड़ा असेट है या बहुत कैपेक्स कैपिटल एक्सपेंसेस इन्वॉल्व है या नहीं. Netflix, okay, it is a platform, okay, it is a business model, classic example of a business model innovation, that bringing movies or the web series or videos or documentaries onto one platform which a user can access anywhere. Like the movies are nowadays getting released on these OTT platforms, okay. Second is a classic example which I gave, Uber or Ola. They don't own a single car. Hmm? Third example is Air and BNB. They don't own a single infrastructure. Okay, they don't own a single hotel. But it's the business model innovation which has helped them to definitely like upscale their innovations, to think upon the innovative aspects. Okay, now, the next thing, very interesting part, is how can I come up with an idea that can change your life? Okay, so yes, definitely. Like you may be having idea right now, like there will be any random idea popping into your head, but you won't be very much confident upon your ideas. That is the second thing. So now you might be thinking that how can I come up with an idea which will help me to succeed, or build, or help me to build upon my own a startup or a small company. So yes, here you go. Developing an innovative mindset is what will drive you to create a good commercial idea or viable product. Innovative mindset. So towards the conception of new innovative ideas, there is this thing what I believe is explore, discover, think, and act. Okay, explore the world around you to find the problems, discover the possibilities to conceptualize the ideas, think around the innovative, sustainable approaches, and act by designing a prototype and making the implementable model. So this is the crux of what this process innovation or process of innovation is nothing but it revolves around explore, discover, think, act philosophy. Explore the world, discover the possibilities, think around an innovative or sustainable approach, and act by designing a prototype or making it as an implementable model. So that's how you will be an innovator. Okay, now coming back to innovative mindset. So the prime source of innovation power lies in the mind of innovator or entrepreneur. Okay, so trickle your mind, give a good uh, I would say a food of good thoughts to your mind. Feed it well, and definitely it will result the best, or it will give the best results, or it will give the best outcomes or outputs to you. So when you are mentally prepared for new opportunities, your ideas instantly infused with the strong capacity to innovate. Okay, so you should be very much focused upon what you are doing. There will be distractions, there will be n number of hurdles which you may come up across. There will be people who will say कि अरे तू तो फालतू का कुछ भी सोच रहा है ना. So apple गिरना, okay, I'll come that apple wala theory afterwards. But see, to fly like a bird, even the Wright brothers were thought like you are crazy guys, है ना. So this is a very weird idea to think that you can fly like a bird. But until and unless they were mentally prepared to take upon this opportunity, and they thought कि definitely I have a capacity to innovate, that is very much necessary. The passion to innovate is very much necessary. Okay. So, however, before you fuel your concept with such power, you need to test it by applying the three mantras. What I think, how unique is your idea? How many strategies do you think you will need to generate a real revenue? And third is, does your innovation generate interactivity and emotional engagement? Okay, now I'll explain one by one how unique is your idea. So before anyone calls your idea fool, you think that your idea is very much foolish. Start by thinking like that, and then slowly try to think more upon what are the value proposition it offers to customers. Okay, compared to the others who are already in the marketplace. Hmm? Now, second is strategizing or thinking upon the uh, aspects, the marketing aspects or the scaling up aspects of it. Third is like it should be very much engaging, relatable. Innovation should be very much engaging or relatable. So why Apple has this sort of a thing? Why they have this launching or certain sort of a thing wherein they aware people about their products is that they create the very much urgency in our lives. They bringing the face recognition, they very much played with our emotions. Okay, now my face will be used to unlock my own mobile phone. So how emotionally engaging it is that? How technologically engaging is that? Okay, so that way you will have to think. Now, coming to the business aspect, idea, innovation, entrepreneurship. So, based on your own experience and expertise, like we have created a 6-step process to help innovators or entrepreneurs move through the stage of building their own innovation. Very first is finding a unique big idea and creating the innovation they need to bring into a market. So, first is very much this thing. Obvious is finding an idea and creating a innovation, developing a business plan, okay, then creating a launching go marketing strategy, then comes working with the funders or what you say right now, it's like fund generation and all, getting the angel like from family or from friends, free philanthropists, to angel investors, to venture capital firms, then building or defining our own working culture, and the final is growing and changing as the big idea turns into a successful business. Okay, so these are the 6 processes which we think that will help you to build your innovation. Okay, now this is the matrix which I was talking about. Okay, so that is idea evaluation screening matrix. So how to evaluate your idea? First of all, so see, this is the matrix and I'll explain you how to do this. Write an idea over here. Okay, rate it low, mod, and high, or plus or minus or whatever points you want to add, or parameters you consider. These are the parameters. Okay, is my idea, these are the parameters or the criterias, like is my idea better or different? Does my idea delivers a value? Is it doable? Is it practical? Is it cost effective, or will it be benefiting people? Does it fit with my skills? Having an existing network, a potential for early adopters, passion factors. That is, yeah, I loved it. This is a very nice idea. And there are a number of criterias which you can add. So what you have to do is you have to rate your ideas in under every criteria as 1 or 3, where 1 is low and 3 is high. So the maximum score, if you have the maximum score, if you have more than 6 or 7 out of 10 criteria are high, or above moderate, then definitely you should try to think more upon that idea. Okay, so that will help you to definitely, or that will guide you. This matrix will definitely guide you to evaluate your idea. Okay, uh, now what if I don't have a single idea? Koi baat nahi, just be proud that you have a brain, and it's time to dust it off and start thinking that I need to use my brain, my gray matter. Okay, just think differently. एप्पल न्यूटन के ऊपर गिरा, ठीक है, उसके पहले भी ड्यूरिंग इवोल्यूशन, in our journey of evolution of 1.9 million years, there may be several instances, various instances wherein something would have fallen on someone's head. Okay, this is not the first time that okay भाई ये न्यूटन है तो अभी मैं इसके सर पे गिरता हूँ. No, it didn't happen like that. But it was Newton. Like, why I am giving this example is you should be a Newton should think like a Newton, that okay, if this is happening, why has, is it falling down? Why is it not falling from, like, why is it not falling against the gravity? Why it is not raising against the gravity? So these are the things which Newton might, that these are the thoughts which might have provoked Newton to think in a different way, and then we have Newton's law. Okay, so which we are studying, mugging up, trying to explore, trying to learn. So okay, and the second is, so one apple which came out of Mr. Steve Jobs' head. Okay, so think differently. An apple I'm comparing with the technological apple. Okay, so it's nothing but thinking differently. Okay, also I would like to introduce NES Innovation Awards, wherein we are fostering these innovations since 2012. What are we actually doing is, we are not at all charging any candidate any sort of money, or any institution any sort of money, and giving it at a free of cost. This is a platform wherein these mentors, which I mentioned, Dr. Ganesh Natajan, Dr. Uma Ganesh, and Dr. Raghunath Mashilkar, will be with you, will be guiding you in your journey to transform your ideas into a business solution. So what exactly it is, let's try to understand. So this is the 10th edition of NES Innovation Awards, where in local solutions we have a theme: local solution, global impact. Uh, so our mission is to identify, recognize, support innovations through innovation awards. Okay, it is very simple. We are identifying the innovation, and we are nurturing these ideas. We are trying to create a successful innovation system, and to promote the immense talent of a student across length and breadth of countries. So till now, in these 10 years, we have received more than, I would say, uh, uh, 35 to 40,000 plus ideas we have received. Okay, across more than 60 to 70 colleges from 12 to 14 states. So we on year basis, we are getting a good sort of an ideas from these innovative minds, and which we aim to help these innovators through a non-for-profit platform. Uh, so the reason why we are calling it as a local solutions global impact, because our PM Modi has given us this mantra, okay, Atmanirbhar Bharat. So considering this, and also thinking that it's not for the first time that we are doing this Atmanirbhar thing and all. So it has been since ages we are doing it. MK Gandhi, like you are all from Varda, so you all well familiar with that. That Swavalamban is what he termed, and self-reliance. Like I should be very much self-dependent. Okay, my nation should be very much self-dependent. I should not to just make the Statue of Unity. I should not assemble it. I should not manufacture the parts in China, and I should get it assembled here and say that this is Statue of Unity, which is very much like which stands for India. So definitely not. We are thinking upon this, like how we can make these all things possible, or how our future India will emerge, considering the thing that we definitely need to have a great innovative minds. Unless and until we have such great innovative minds, we won't be able to be self-reliant. Okay, in near future. So we also give you an opportunity to align your innovative ideas, that is under NDCs and UNFCCC Sustainable Development Goals. Okay. So what are the themes for this year? So considering that this was a pandemic, like this COVID pandemic has really brought a world closer, as well as at the same time distanced. Okay. So it's very contradictory thing which this COVID has brought. And if we look into a future, we have digital education, environment and agriculture, healthcare, sanitation, finance and banking, digital interventions like AI, AR or VR, defense and security, which are the most urgent, which requires the urgent innovations. Okay, which requires our urgent attention to innovate, and considering that in upcoming future down the line, say 10 years or 20 years or 30 years, where will our country be in these themes, under these themes, how we will be progressing? So our Innovation Council executive team consists of Dr. R. A. Mashilkar, Dr. Vijay Bhatkar, Dr. Naushad Forbes, Mr. Pradeep Bhargava from CII, Dr. Anil Sahasrabudhe, a retired director of COEP Pune, Mr. Saurabh Srivastava, Dr. Uma Ganesh, and Dr. Harish Mehta, founder of NASCOM. So definitely you will have a great opportunity to interact with these teams, and along with that we have a young and dynamic executive team of Amay Mashelkar, who is heading Geogen Next, Anirudh Kusupe, Ninad Vengurlekar, Amit Badbade, and Sushil Bode, who are working in this technological field from years, and they are very much eager to guide you. Okay, the stages of innovation, how you register yourselves at this innovation awards is: register your idea, you submit a project, then we have selection of top 50 ideas. Post that we have a business plan workshop, and post that we have a jury rounds. After jury rounds we have award ceremony. So what do you get if you are selected is, so the winners, top three winners get 50,000, uh, uh, 30,000 and 20,000 of cash prize, and top 50 projects who are selected definitely stands a chance to receive a certificate, and also most importantly receive the guidance from these executive council or the mentors. Okay, so for more details you can register yourselves at www.nesconnect.org and see the timelines and register yourselves on that. So I'll be sharing this link with your faculties, Mr. Jayesh Ruikar sir, and definitely if a college like you or colleges like yours are extending this kind of sessions or helping candidates from their ecosystem, come forward, try to think upon innovative solutions. So definitely there is a platform like us who is very much interested in providing these innovative ideas, or definitely providing these innovative mindsets a great platform to take their innovative ideas into a next level by making their ideas, transforming their ideas into a business solution. Okay, so yes, how to participate or register? So you can simply visit this website, nesconnect.org. Eligibility is any engineering student with innovative ideas can register. This is extremely free of cost. We do not charge anyone anything. Rather, we try to give more and more or guide more and more to the students. And you can just click on this link and register your ideas over there. So basically, the why we are saying that final year students should be more looking for this opportunity is like like you are guided by such wonderful guides or wonderful faculties, but ultimately what happens is you move out and these faculties have the other set of students or other set of candidates who are coming, and they need to guide them. Okay, so what happens is the scope of facilitators or the faculty is limited, though they have very much passion to support you guys, okay, you students. And what happens to students is, even if how good that idea is, it remains shelved into the thesis. Okay, so we want students not to close this thesis, keep it open, explore on that, and register your these projects into our innovation awards criteria, innovation awards. And there may be some ideas which Bajaj Institute of Technology, the students from Bajaj Institute of Technology may be able to come up with, or may make it possible to bank it, like, or transform it into a commercial viable product. Okay, so submission of ideas, these dates are changed when you visit the website. You will be getting the updated dates, considering that this COVID has brought uh, a new challenge, that is it has extended the academic calendar. So okay, these are the glimpses of NES Innovation Awards, and okay, let's register the ideas and be part of this innovative journey. Thank you. Thanks all. So, okay. So that's it from my end. And now I would request if any participant or anyone has any queries, you can please ask. Uh,
Thank you very much, sir. So, one of the questions that you could be seeing on screen, which has been asked by Parag More.
Okay. So when it comes to electronic industry, we are dependent on the other countries. So what should be the strategy to develop it, since electronics is the pillar of innovation? Yes, very rightly said, Parag, a very right question. So strategy is, it lies in the very foundational years, say like the where you are standing right now. So you should definitely look upon these aspects wherein you are thinking that okay, these are the one, two, three, four, five things which our country is very much dependent. Let's say not our country, our state is very much dependent upon the other state, or we are dependent upon others in terms of developing this automobile or electronic industry. So we should try to address, or we should try to identify these things very first. Then we should think upon that what are the possible solutions which we can try and build up, or we can think upon, that is creation of ideas. Developing the prototype will be the second, and third will be like coming up with a good scalable product and approaching that to the government or any other funders or angel investors. So that is what I think we should definitely look upon in this fundamental place. Okay, at this fundamental this thing. So yes. Okay. Yeah, I mean, very obvious question, interesting question. How to interact with the local investors while dealing with a small company, startup, or say as a business. So see, local investors, there are n number of investors or philanthropists or the idea incubator hubs, which are very much helping uh, guys like you or innovators like you to come. So very first thing is you should be very much prepared regarding the kind of innovation which you are taking these to them. Okay, you should have a common agenda or vision or a mission, or like the agenda, for say, let us say it as an agenda. It should be very much common. They should also be very much interested, or they should be very much working upon this or looking forward to work upon this. So there are there are investors which are listed on the Nasdaq, Nascom website, or there are investors like these CSR companies nowadays. They are also coming up with interesting incubating hubs, which they are taking upon themselves, and they are helping these candidates not only to nurture the ideas or create next level of invention or innovation, but also cater these kind of innovations and make them take forward to the next level, that is the commercial level. So you need to first have a clarity upon your project. You need to have the clarity upon the investors which you are approaching. Third thing, your communication skill. So the more you are well versed, or the more you know your project or your the components of the project, the more there are chances that you may end up getting a good encashment or a good cash flow from them, or interest raised from them. Okay. Okay. Okay, nice question. How to identify who are the target customers for our project? Uh, okay, so there is this thing called as a market survey. Okay, so on, see, if I want to start my own food joint, what I will do, you know? So let us begin with this. Let us begin with this case study. So what I'll do is I'll first try to identify the products, okay, which I'll be selling. Then the next step will be identification of like knowing the demographics. Okay, so if the area wherein I am setting up, or the area which I am calculating, does it have like what kind of people stay there, what kind of, like, are they migrants, are they IT professionals? Like say, if in case of Pune there will be more IT professionals staying in my area or my locality, or the migrants staying in my area or locality. So they might, the next thing is addressing their need. So what exactly do they want, what are they looking forward to? Okay, so addressing their needs, getting the needs, and then looking like what are the potential competitors in the market. Okay, so for example, if I am trying to sell a burger, so I'll see a Burger King or McDonald's or any other burger outlet, small or big, as a challenge for me. Okay, to set up or start my own business. Next level will be the costing factors. Okay, so identification of a costing, like what, at what price is the existing competitor offering this product, what competitive price range I can bring in and I can offer, what are the other complementary things which I can support or I can bring it to the customers. Okay, or bring it into the market. So target customers, you need to think in this way, that definitely you need to identify the area of innovation. You need to identify the set of customers or the set of the users which you are looking forward to, and then meet, sit, brainstorm, and then come up with a proper feasible plan which will help you to look out, like what who are exactly my target customers, like where am I getting this. For example, I gave you this example of food. So I'll definitely target, if I am selling a burger or this thing, french fries or something, so I'll target the age group. Okay, so age group will be, say for example, from anyone from 10 years to 30 35 years, who are working or who are having a fast life. So definitely, that's it. How much effect does it have on the idea if the gap between idea being lit and its execution increases? Okay, great question. So idea being lit and its execution, if there is, definitely there will be a gap, and that gap you will have to identify. And how you will identify that is, like, see, if I have an idea of creating uh, generating electrical energy from the what I can say, a walkthrough or the footpaths. Okay, and then execution. Okay, how will I make it possible? Hmm? So let's take this an example. Like if I want to generate an electricity from this footpath, like using the pedestal power. So how I can do this? Okay, this is a great idea, but the execution is, I'll have to look again into the market where this is made possible, or there are research papers on the generation of electricity using the pedal powers. Okay, so there is definitely like you cannot clearly distinguish, or you cannot bridge the gap of the idea being created or being lit and the execution. It's between this, there is this invention thing where you prepare a prototype. So you will have to research, you will have to R&D over it, you will have to think, you will have to look into the different case studies, and then yes, uh, I think okay.
Sir, Sandeep Patil sir has asked a question. Please advise how to sustain the startup after COVID impact.
Okay, okay, great, sir. Thank you, Sandeep, sir, for putting this up. So, how to sustain a startup after COVID impact? First thing is the trivial thing, or the orthodoxical thing, or the very way to do is business as usual, it won't be working. Okay, so we have now seen very top companies or big companies laying off their employees or shutting it off within these 8 months, 7 to 8 months. So definitely, if you want to sustain a startup, you have to look into the future of work. Unless and until you look into the future of work, what World Economic Forum says is that there will be rise in the startups or small industries. Reason is because the future of work is very much skill driven. It's not that educational or academia driven, but rather than that, they put it across like it is very much skill driven. So unless and until one identifies that what are the sectors which are very much vulnerable or which needs a very urgent attention, say like utilization of AI, digital technology, digital mediums, or augmented reality or virtual reality, machine learning or IoT into our own what you say our own projects or upcoming inventions. Unless and until we incorporate these digital aspects or technological aspects into our work, it won't be possible for us to sustain the startup. For example, if there is a new startup which is doing like say classroom, okay, if I see education sector only, so there are pre-COVID, pre-March, there were these classes, classroom-based system approach was going on in a very rapid way. It was a business. It used to have a big infrastructural belongings or infrastructural investment or capex investments. But right now, if you see what these 7 to 8 months have transformed is, they have transformed this education by bringing the digital aspect into it. Right now, see this our interaction would have been uh, into the classroom setup or into a proper auditorium had it not been a COVID. Because of COVID, we are very much well connected, and it's the technology which has created this possible. So unless and until we have this technological aspects covered into our startups, it won't be possible for us to identify this. Another thing is uh, HR plays a crucial role, like human resourcing or managing a human resource also plays a crucial role in this. So definitely, if there are these jobs laid down, so we need to identify the skill sets within or develop the skill sets within the this I would say the pool of innovators, wherein we can have more and more proper, effective, and efficient skilling done in terms of not only the technological skill but also. Okay.
Okay. So there is a question which I have received on text, and
Okay.
so it is directly through our account. So what are the various areas that we can work for underprivileged, and how to identify what problem they are facing and why?
Yeah, absolutely right.
How
Excellent.
to
Very
make
nice
this
question.
problem create it into an opportunity, or create provide a solution for that particular thing.
Yeah, absolutely. See, a very nice question. I should appreciate whoever has like come up with this. So, see, while we are looking for technological innovations, we are more talking about. We should realize that we are more talking about the urban context. That is the 40% of the global population. We are at the same time neglecting these 60% of people who are staying in a remote rural areas. So we need to identify, we need to take this technology, just mere having a network connectivity or internet connectivity in a remote location at northeast or Leh Ladakh or someone, it won't help, it won't solve these problem. Okay, so unless and until we like if we want to really work with this underprivileged section is to first is minimize the skilling gap. Okay, so there are first generation learners in these remote areas which I am talking about, like 60 to 65% of people who come from these areas. So definitely we need to take these technological innovations or technological awareness in that area, particular areas, uplift them, bring it along with the urban areas or bringing them or bridging the gap between the urban and rural. That divide we should bridge. And yes, definitely, see, there are various problems. Even if I see in upcoming future, there are these water crisis, है ना? So one classic example what I had been coming through is like, in the African countries, there is so much, the water is so scarce that they have to travel, or even in India we have to travel. Many of the our women have to travel from place A to place B, which is more than 5 to 7 or even 10 kilometers apart, just to look for water. And the water, if they fetch, it is getting lost due to the seepage or spillage. And then then second thing is the quality of the water. Okay, so what we can do is, like, we came up, like, there was these innovators who came up with an idea that having a rolling drum attached with a pulley, like a cart sort of a thing, which will accommodate 15 liters of water at a go. So it really helped. Such kind of innovations really help. So if you want to work, need to first understand their challenges. Okay, their challenges. If they are migrants, they will be having some other challenges. If they are from the backward communities, they will be having certain challenges. If they are from semi-urban or slum areas, they will be having some different set of challenges. So the problem identification doesn't lie in just saying that, okay yaar, ye to garib hai. It's not that, it's beyond that. So because first generation learners, that is 60 to 70% of first generation learners will be coming in upcoming 10 years from this section of societies, this 60%. Okay, so we need to very much be upgraded or updated in terms of upskilling them, technologically training them, making them more aware. And that's it. I mean, okay.
Thank you, sir. So this is the last question that we could be taking. That how do I
Okay,
spot
so how do
opportunities
I
for
spot
innovation?
opportunities for innovation? Which innovation would call a sustainable innovation? Okay, so see, let us first know what sustainability is. है ना? So sustainability in simple terms, which has been defined by the United Nations or the global organizations, is the widely accepted thing is key. I should, like, if I want to call myself sustainable, then I should be able to innovate in a way, by thinking that I will be not exploiting the future resources. Okay, that means, for example, if we see the automobile industry, we started with diesel, we shifted to petrol, we then shifted to now CNGs, and then the electric hybrid cars. So sustainable innovations come with sustainable actions and sustainable thinking. So we should be very much aware about what is coming in future. What are the things which are coming into future? If everyone is having his or her own car and driving his or her own car, there will be pollution. So in order to reduce it, one, how we can innovate in terms of uh, like ease of access, or connecting the ensuring the last mile connectivity through public transport. Second is more and more carpooling option, car sharing options. And third is, most important is, considering the future, like 1.5 is what 1.5 degrees what UNFCCC under the COP19 meeting has given, that this is the average rise 1.5. We should limit ourselves by 2030, not to go beyond 1.5-degree rise of temperature. Along with that, there are certain set of sustainable actions which we should think is, we should reduce the like, our innovation should definitely reduce the pollution or environmental hazards. Our innovation should be driven by zero carbon emission technologies or least carbon emission technologies. And also our innovation should be very much economical, and which should be very much available to the remotest part of the world. Okay, so that even if they are developing at their end, they will be developing sustainably, like our urban cities are doing. So yes, so that's it.
Thank you, sir. Sir, I would be just asking the last question as we come from a rural area. That
Okay.
how to identify the problem that are in our vicinity in our rural area, and how do we approach them? That what problem you have, how
Yes.
we can solve them. If you can just
Okay.
guide us about it.
Okay. So, can you please repeat? I was.
Sir, our college comes in rural area, like
Ha,
in
ha, ha.
tier 3 city, like tier 2 city, like Varda, where
Yes.
we are having more of a rural population. So,
Right.
what do you suggest that how our students should approach the rural population and identify their problems and get what we say, get that problem from the people and then create a product out of that. So, how would you suggest that how
Okay.
we should proceed with this process?
Okay, okay. So my answer again lies into the very penultimate question which was asked. So it's exploring the areas around you, exploring the problems which are being faced by these rural communities, rural areas. Every set of region will have its own problems and challenges. Okay, so coming up with the innovative solutions will definitely help it to solve or address these kind of an issues.
Thank
Okay.
you very much, sir. Now
Thank you,
I
sir.
would be uh, giving out proceedings with to Jayesh Roykar sir for vote of thanks. And Mahajan sir, if you could come up. Hmm.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome. Sir, you are not audible. Yes, sir.
Oh. So, on behalf of Bajaj Institute of Technology, Vardha, I thank him for sharing his words of wisdom with us, and I hope the students have now cleared the process. They know, understand how to lead or step towards the innovation by creativity, invention, and innovation. That is from idea and then in caching those ideas. I hope our students will share their ideas in NES Innovation Awards. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank Dr. Sandeep Patil, Associate Professor, International Institute of Information Technology, Hinjewadi, Pune. Through him, I came in contact with Mr. Sagar, sir. And thank you, Patil, sir, for sharing his contacts. I would like to thank our management to give permission and motivate to conduct activities under the IIC Council, BIT Vardha. I would like to thank the respected principal, sir, Dr. N.M. Kane, without whom his complete endeavors was impossible to manage, whose continuous guidance, help, and suggestions were like a beacon of hope for us. Thank you, sir, for everything. Then I would like to thank Dr. S.M. Mahajan, President, IIC Council, Professor Sandesh Jain, Convener, IIC Council, and all the office bearers, coordinators, and members. With this, I officially declare that second quarter, that this session on innovation is ended. Thank you all.
Thank you,
Again,
sir.
Sagarji, for joining us, for giving a very valuable presentation for our student. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes.